So without further ado, we're going to go ahead and get into our interview with 3 Years of Winter. Make sure that you get into our chat room and ask all the questions you've got for the guys. And yeah, here we go. Enjoy.
You're not really living unless you're living on the edge. The Edge Radio.
All right, thanks for joining me. This is The Freak Show with The Edge Radio, host of Liftoff, heard here on The Edge Radio, mornings at 7 a.m. Central Daylight Time. It's my job to get your feet on the floor, your ass up and out of bed, and the rest of you out the door to a groundbreaking and earth-shaking, world-changing great day on Liftoff. I then get back behind the mic again at 3 p.m. Central Daylight Time for happy hour. I try to take that workday frown and smash it around a little bit with comedy and the greatest new music. And speaking of new music, I am on the phone right now with the guys from 3 Years of Winter. Hey, guys, how you doing?
How you doing?
Yeah, very good.
Great. Well, we brought you guys to the attention of our audience not too long ago and reached out to you, and, well, here we are on the telephone together. Let's take a couple of seconds or a couple of minutes, whatever it takes, to introduce yourselves individually and tell us a little about yourselves.
Oh, well, where do we start? I'm Steve. I play bass.
And it makes a lot of noise.
I make a lot of noise. I picked up a bass about 8 years ago for my 40th birthday, and I've never looked back. My son is my greatest influence. Unfortunately, my son is in the band also.
Yeah.
That's great.
And he's got his hair in a bun. He's got long hair and it's in a bun at the moment.
Oh, no.
He's got a man bun.
I can cut that out. Both out of the interview and off of his head. No, I'm just...
Yeah, that's cool.
Okay, next. Who else we got on the line with us?
I'm Sam.
He's got the man bun.
Yeah, yeah, I've got the man bun. I play drums. Been playing drums for, I don't know, eight years, I think. And yeah, I'm influenced by stoner and doom, black, death metal. I don't really do a lot of double bass because I think it's rather overused. But yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Do we have anybody else with us today?
Just the vocalist and the guitarist. That's it. I mean nothing to the band. I've been playing for about 30 years, and you can't tell it from the CD. But obviously, my roots are in metal. I'm into like Sepultura, Pantera, that kind of thing. And really looking forward to this interview. Hopefully it's going to go all right.
Yeah, I think so. What brought this all together, other than the obvious familial relationship? What brought 3 Years of Winter together initially?
Well, 3 or 4 years ago, a mutual friend introduced us. Me and Sam, we didn't know Darren at all. And a mutual friend knew Darren and knew that he'd been in a band. He'd been in loads of bands, and he was bandless. Pretty much.
I left my old band and I was bandless.
Yeah. So they sort of introduced him, and he came over. We've got a bit of a garage. We call it the Room of Doom, and we practice in there, and we sort of did our own little thing. And he just came over, and it just clicked. Absolutely clicked.
That was it, wasn't it?
And that was it.
Me and you were playing loads of Metallica covers, aren't we?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're playing Metallica covers.
Bit of Seek and Destroy and everything, and whatever. Yeah.
And. Yeah, he just went. We was going through everything from Metallica. We were doing bluesy.
We've had bluesy sessions.
But we were playing it on the first day. Within the first couple of hours, we literally just clicked.
We pretty much wrote an album that night. Didn't we?
Pretty much did, yeah. So we thought we'd continue.
And the rest is, as they say, history.
It is definitely, really, really cool.
Well, hopefully it's a long upward ride for you guys from here. You just released a brand new album. Let's talk a little bit about that. What's it called?
It's called
Corruption, Greed, Deceit.
And I see that you had advanced a single off of this back in April that is also appearing on the album.
Well, it's quite a strange little thing because we're obviously, we've got regular day jobs and we have things to do, so we sort of have to do everything on the cheap. So we had a friend of ours. Me and Sam went to music lessons, and we went to a place just north of Nottingham. And the guy there had a recording studio, so he recorded us for free, and got us all these things sorted out. And then we went to go and see Richard Harrison, didn't we? We went to go and see Richard.
Yeah. Then it all went a bit more metal, and
it sort of progressed from there. So Richard
recorded Clone.
Yeah, Richard recorded Clone.
Yeah.
and then we went to go and see a friend, Neil, who recorded Covenant, but Neil then did as a video as well.
Yeah.
So we're trying, we're trying.
We're a bit yellow white at the moment.
Pretty much free. So Clone came out a long time ago. We actually got released as a video as the original mix, and then with our album that we've just done, the guy who mixed the album remixed Clone as well. So we remade that, and it's been quite a progression. It's been a learning curve for us because especially me, I don't know how the industry works, so it's been out, it's been remixed, and it's been out again.
Awesome. We brought what was it? It's failing me. What song that we played from you guys?
Yeah, Covenant.
Covenant. That's right, Covenant. So, what was the biggest challenge of getting this thing all put together and getting it ready to go?
Recording was the worst bit, wasn't it?
Time.
Yeah.
It's basically time.
It took us.
Was that the drummer that said that?
Yeah.
The drummer has problem with time? Oh no.
Yeah, because he's got a bun.
What a surprise.
You got to let that shit out, man.
I'd first take everything I did.
So getting everybody together and getting this hammered out was a pretty big challenge, huh?
It was, yeah. I mean, again, guy who recorded it for us, Jethro Durant, who's regular Riot recording studio.
Yeah, regular Riot
in Nottingham.
Yeah.
He saw us play live, and he sort of he got us, and he approached us and said, "I want to record you." And it's like, "Well, mate, we ain't got any money. We're doing it for the fun, really.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think?" And he says, "I'll do it for free."
Yeah, because we're basically a live band. Whatever we do, it translates live better.
Yeah.
But not better, but you know what I mean. It's
so he said he'd do it for free, so we let him.
He was just starting up his own studio as well. So
yeah, he's starting up on it.
And what was his name again?
Jethro Durant.
Jethro Durant.
Regular Riot.
Gotcha. So let's go ahead and break into the CD. You wanna talk about the first track we're gonna play?
It's a misery. It's a what? It's a misery.
But then again, that was Jethro sticking. I mean, on the intro to that, Jethro was. It was what? What are you talking about?
He's always giving us shit.
Yeah, it was always.
Yeah, it was pushing us. It's a really good recording. It was pushing everything.
And he's a really nice fella. So, but anyway, yeah. So,
Pits of Misery is about my old bandmates, and they used to come round to my old place. We used to drink and party.
I thought it was about your ex-wife.
Oh shit!
I moved out the flat, and the band vibe changed. My old band vibe changed, and the backbiting started, and I wrote this song.
We're going to play that right now for everybody. Here's the intro and Pit of Misery.
She was born of the gods. The majesty of her being was breathtaking. Then, the disease fell upon her glorious skin. Corruption, greed, deceit. So now we all shall witness 3 years of winter.
What's it called again? Pits of Misery.
A pit of what?
Misery! If you ever back a fucking down here, that's harder tomorrow night. If you put a jealousy, got nothing, I aim to visualize the face. Destroy yourself and fucking try to find me up until then. Find your life just fucking good. You intend the life of living in a bit of misery. Turn it up and up to me. And I with your time done with your Lord. Yes, the right or Lord with you.
That was the intro and Pit of Misery off of 3 Years Winter's new album, Corruption, Greed, and Deceit. You got to go get yourself a copy of this thing, folks. They're available over there on Bandcamp. It's pretty simple, just 3yearsofwinter.bandcamp.com. We're on the telephone right now with 3 Years of Winter. How did the name come about?
I think I came with that, didn't I?
Yeah.
Because I'm really into Norse mythology and that sort of stuff, so I sort of wanted it to become a Viking sort of style band. So I named it after Ragnarok, which I think the event that starts Ragnarok off, which is 3 years of uninterrupted winter. And I thought that'd be quite a good name for a band.
Which is also good because we have no Viking songs at all.
Yeah.
I was sort of noticing that. I figured it had to do with that, but with no Viking related songs, I had to ask the question.
Yeah, we were going to do it, but then it just sort of never.
We've got one for the next album.
Yeah, we've got lyrics done for it.
Got like a pagan Vikings.
In fact, we were going to call the album something else as well.
Yeah, I was going to call the album Galahorn, which is Heimdall's horn that he blows at the same event.
You'll have to Google that because I can't spell it down.
But it was meaning the same thing. I mean, it's not necessarily, even though it is Norse mythology, the album is literally about the destruction of the earth, and the human race is absolutely killing the place. And the 3 years of winter doesn't necessarily translate now to Norse mythology. It translates to bad shit that's really going to happen if we don't sort ourselves out. Really,
makes perfect sense. Perfect sense.
Yeah, it's destroying our planet. It makes no sense to me whatsoever. So that's basically what happens. Yeah, that's his music.
I got you. So if you could change one thing, take one thing away from the world or change it, what would it be? Humans.
Get rid of humans. No, not all of that. No, about 90% of them. Yeah. You need to get rid of 90% of humans.
But not the metalheads.
Yeah.
There we go.
I don't know, to be honest with you.
You don't advocate genocide?
No. I don't know. I mean, what would you do?
Just tell people to get along with each other.
We need more resources that way. We need to mine another planet.
I would get rid of money. I think money is the great divisor. It makes people rich and wealthy and powerful, and it makes people slaves. And I would get rid of money, and I would go back to bartering, where we.
Oh yeah. Yes. That.
Yeah. So if you want to buy an album,
we need to go.
It's going to cost you 2 chickens.
There we go. Send 2. Get on to Bandcamp, folks, 3yearsofwinter.bandcamp.com, and find a way to send 2 chickens through the internet in exchange for a copy of their new album. I love it. Well, you want to go right through the album piece by piece, just go into the next song, or did you have another one you wanted to get to now?
What is next?
Well, it's Credible Fall, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh, right, okay.
Yeah, Credible Fall.
Mm-hmm.
That's it's
That
basically
is an environmental one, I think.
it's very doom orientated, and it's our first foray into writing about being pissed off at man's increasingly negative effect on the planet.
All right, here's Cradle Will Fall by 3 Days of Winter. All right, that was Cradle Will Fall, 3 Years of Winter, on the phone with us now, and we're going to turn the page and go into that song we spoke of just a little while ago, but not really in too much detail. Clone is the next one on the track. What can you tell us about that one?
Clone is basically about, I don't know if you have them in America, but they talk about emos.
Do you have emos?
Yeah, we do, yeah.
Yeah, it's about emos, it's about how all music's the same. It's basically about things that are metal by numbers. The song's a bit punky, I think. It's metal with a very punk attitude, I like to say.
All right, well, let's go ahead and get into it. Here's Clone, 3 Years of Winter.
Away with it. Makes me sick, you get away with it. Makes me sick, you get away with it. Makes me sick, you get away with it. Fucking wash your ways. We're branded to your shit. We've left with this, we've left with this. You just intend to won't respect. You just expect. You just expect. You just expect. You just expect. Cover it for free, burn. Cover it for free, burn away. Cover it for free, burn. Cover it for free, burn away. Fucking wishy-washy ways. We're vanity our shit. We bluff for this, we bluff for this. You're just a different one with me. You just expect, you just expect, you just expect, you just expect. Coming for me, burn. Coming for me, burn away. Coming for me, burn. Coming for me, burn away. Here we fucking go. Get away with it. Makes me sick to 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 get away with it. Just expect, you just expect, you just expect, you just expect. Coming for me, mate. Coming for me, mate. Coming for me, mate. Coming for me, mate. Why? You just expect, you just expect, you just expect, you just expect. Coming for me, mate. Coming for me, right away. Coming for me, mate. Coming for me, right away. Your tears make me fucking sick.
All right, that was 3 years of winter, and we've got the boys on the telephone with us right now, guys. How's it going?
Hello, are we still there?
Yes, we are. We're right here.
Cool. So we're having more black tooths.
I'm just refilling. I'm having a Jack Daniels with honey. This is nice. This is
Outstanding.
We're basically this is our first interview, so we're quite nervous. So to intersperse with the nervousness, we're drinking. Sorry.
It works for me too. I can't go on the air without a little bit.
Oh,
so just a question then.
Yes.
So I don't quite get it really, because we released this thing onto Bandcamp, and we've had quite a good response, to be honest with you. We had a guy from YouTube, I think he's called Ironblood, based in Russia, and he just messages and says, "Oh yeah, I want to put your album up on YouTube." It's had, I don't know, nearly 1,000 views in 2 weeks.
Is that right?
Yeah. He's gone absolutely mental. And then we had another guy in Denmark contact us. A guy in Indiana.
Yeah.
Guy in Indiana contacted us as well.
Mm-hmm.
It just so I'm assuming that you guys then sort of scour Bandcamp and all the different sites looking for sort of new albums coming online.
That's exactly what I do. I spend my midday just immersed in it here and there. Bandcamp is certainly a great resource for us. But I'm just scouring press releases, anything I can, just to get the newest music out there. That's what we're all about here at the Edge Radio, is getting the new music out there and focusing especially on the independent artists.
Cool, that's really good.
Appreciate this.
And then there's a network of people that share what we find. When we find a gem out there, because a lot of it's shit, guys. A lot of it is just plain crap. And when
have you heard our CD?
Well, yes, I have, and that's why we've got you on the phone. I wanted to clear that up.
Oh wow!
No, I'm just kidding.
Because again, we've listened to that CD so many times, and we can hear
pick it to bits.
Imperfections. We can pick it to bits. It's really odd how other people hear something fresh.
Yeah. Well, it's your creation, and you are your worst critic. You know what you did, and that's what makes it so evident to you. But with us, we hear it for the first time, and we have our own emotional responses to your music that are different and obviously uncontrollable. And that's what your music does to people. Everybody has their own different experience with it.
I just like people to listen to certain songs. Like Cradle Will Fall is very, very, very heavy, and I want people to listen to that and just bang the head and just think, life is good, but it could be better. That kind of thing.
But there is a message. There's always a message.
There's always a message.
It doesn't matter what song you
We don't write lyrics or music that's just about nothing. But that's what song is it? We've got is it Hate? That's about.
Hate. Oh, that's a good one. Wow.
It's just about basically plastic people and fake shit.
Yeah.
We don't like fake shit. If we can say shit.
Yeah, I mean, and again, you know, with social media and everything else that's going off, you've got people don't talk to each other personally, do they?
No,
And
they don't.
They don't converse. I mean, you know, back in the playground, back when I was a kid, if you fell out with somebody, punch them in the face. That's what you used to happen.
And that's going to be the title.
Or not punch them in the face, or you know,
that's going to be the title of the third album.
Settle your differences.
Punch them in the face.
Man to man.
Vulgar display of power.
But now, none of that. You know, it's all backbiting. It's all stuff behind your back. It's all unlike you. You know, it's all bullshit. To be honest with you.
I see.
That's what I.
That was Steve ranting, by the way.
Sorry.
Not a problem. So you want to go ahead and get into Hate 2.0 right now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right, guys. Here's 3 Years of Winter. Hate 2.0.
That was fucking awesome. Oh, can we listen to that, please, Papa? Fucking bollocks.
That was Hate 2.0, 3 Years of Winter, on the telephone with us all the way from the UK. Guys, what can you tell us about our next song, Deviant?
Ooh, well, Darren has gone to the toilet. But we can talk about that.
It's about a serial killer called Ed Gein.
He was a real con.
He was a bit of a bastard.
He was.
Yeah.
He was. Did he used to dig people up?
He made a hell of a lamp.
Yes, he did.
You can't even tell the shade gets dusty. It's just, I don't know what it is about it. It resists dust.
That's good. That's really funny.
Yeah. So it's about him. I mean, and again, Daz just appeared. It's out of the blue, really.
Yeah.
He just come to us and go, I've got these lyrics. We need to write a song about it. It's like, well, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
We don't even know who the guy is. So I googled him. Ed Gein. Tell me about Ed Gein.
So back from bathroom break. Hiya.
That's awesome. And then a song sprang forth from that. You guys draw inspiration from just about everything I'm seeing.
What song was that?
Ed Gein.
Ed Gein. Oh yeah. Just think about Ed Gein and then just.
So why did you actually?
I think I went onto Google for some reason and I was
researching serial
killers.
Yeah, of course.
As you do.
As you do.
And then I just saw Ed Gein and I just thought, and I was like, okay, because Slayer write a lot of songs about
Yes.
serial killers. I thought I'll try and do a Slayer song about a serial killer that's not a serial killer.
Rip off all of your favourite bands.
Yeah.
That technique.
The next album is we have a song about a guy that's just following a woman. But that's the next album. That's the next album. We have a song that's the same kind of thing.
I didn't even know that.
Did not? Yeah. That's sorted. So Ed Gein was a bit of a weird.
Just a little.
Bastard.
Yeah, it was. Yeah. He was winning
But
in a special way.
because you didn't know about that, like with the
I never heard of it.
lampshades of human skin and stuff like that.
His mom had nothing but good things to say about him.
Yeah.
All right, let's go ahead and take a listen to it. This is 3 Years of Winter, Deviant. I'm drinking coffee right now. It's midday. If I'm drunk when the wife gets here, then it's going to be a problem.
Dude, we'll back you up. No problem.
I'll tell her. Yeah, that's what I'll tell her. It's your fault.
Playing 3 years of winter.
Here we go. Yeah. I'm sorry, honey. You've been gone forever. It seems like it's been 3 years of winter. Hey, I'm talking to the guys with 3 years of winter on the telephone right now on the Edge Radio. Hey, we just listened to Hate 2.0. I got a question for you. What is your favorite venue to play there in? I'm guessing it's all Nottingham, or is it Derbyshire as well? Have you got out of the area? Talk a little bit about your live performance history.
You used to live in Derby, didn't you? You did.
Mate, yeah. We.
Oh, point of reference. Not Derby. Derby.
Derby.
Derby.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
No. Are you doing Derby?
No, it's not Derby. Derby.
Well, you know,
Yeah.
we've got.
It's like the E like an A. It's really weird.
Well, I will do that from now on, I promise. But we got two problems. Number one, you speak proper English, and then you got the translation to the United States of America, and then I'm Texan, so you know we got another problem.
Do you know, like the English? The Americans always say, "Do you know the Queen? Did you know Dimebag?"
Did I know Dimebag? Not personally, no, but tons of friends that did.
Sweet dude, that's what we're thinking at the moment.
Anyway, what was talking about?
Yeah, what was the question? Sorry.
Your performance history. Well, your favorite places to play, your favorite, that kind of stuff.
Well, we only do a local circuit at the moment. Nottingham, Derby.
Done a few in Birmingham.
We did a gig we did a nice gig in Birmingham. Aussie Country, that isn't it?
It was a charity gig, yeah.
Yeah. But we don't actually do that many, considering what goes off.
We do a few. We've done a few this year already.
Yeah, we've done a few.
We basically need to make some future plans, and we need some high-profile festivals.
Yeah,
we need to do more.
But it's, again, the biggest issue that we've got is time, and time with work commitments and everything else is a bit of a stumbling block for us.
Yeah, if somebody wants to pay us to play, we'll do it.
If somebody wants to not pay us to play, we'll play. We're playing.
Most of you have been paid just 30 quid.
Yeah,
paid not to play.
We have about £30 in the bank.
Yeah.
But the bank, the fucking years winter bank.
You're not selling yourself. We do it for the fun.
Yeah.
We do it for the fun, and if anybody asks us, we'll do it. If any charities or whatever events we do, we did No Hate, which is
the Sophia
Lancaster. We've done a Lemmy Fest.
Yeah, we did Lemmy Fest.
What was it? Munro Fest with Munro's a friend of ours. And we did some Mucky Paws. Was it Mucky Paws something? Dogs charity.
We did a dog charity.
So if the phone is up and do it, we'll do it because we do it.
Because we like to play live and we like to.
Yeah, that's right.
Make people.
And we get pissed and we have a great time, don't we?
Are you drinking coffee?
I'm not. It's bloody 8 o'clock at night here.
Well,
sorry.
I work 16 hours a day at this. I need the coffee just to keep the motor running.
So it's not decaf then?
No, hell no. It's double decaf. I mean it's double caffeinated. Sorry. Got to keep that motor running somehow.
Yeah, sweet. Yeah.
Oh, all right. So let's go ahead and get back into the album. The next song is Covenant. We got anything you want to tell us about that song?
Actually, probably Dirty Bastard.
This is song. When we play it live, we just announce it. I don't know if I can say this, but it's a song about a dirty bastard.
And then the place goes apeshit?
It's a song about child abuse, basically, so
I see.
Enough said the better. I don't know, are we going to...
We was actually going to do a video for that, weren't we?
We were going to do...
We couldn't find anything dark enough or sick enough to actually film it, could we?
It's a dark subject.
It is a cool.
And
but if you go onto Bandcamp, there's the lyrics are all posted. Lyrics for all the songs are posted on Bandcamp, so if anybody's interested in...
Again, I just wrote it in the night. I was like bang, 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 bang. And then the music came, and then we just played it live, and people love it.
Yeah.
I think that's our best song as well. It's our strongest song, I think.
Gotcha. Now, is this a subject that strikes close to home?
Very, very close to home, yeah.
I see.
Yeah.
Well, that sucks, but the song's great. It certainly inspired you. You know, in a world, you always hear people say everything happens for a reason, and it seems that you were able to draw some inspiration out of it. And like you said, it's probably your strongest song.
Yeah, I think as musicians, you kind of absorb things that are going off in life, and you just basically either take it out on other people, or you go into, like I said, we've got a room of doom, or you transfer it into a guitar, drums, and bass, and you just
Smash it out.
smash it out.
Yeah.
That's the way we do it.
So Covenant is a catharsis.
That's I like that one.
Awesome.
Machine Head should use that as a next album.
But
Yes.
you don't even have to credit me. Let's go ahead and get into the music. This is 3 Years of Winter and Covenant.
Slide, 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 slide.
All right, guys, that was 3 Years of Winter with Covenant. I've got them on the telephone with me right now. Guys, let's go ahead and talk about the next song real quick. You've got Bitter Harvest is the next one on the album. What's that one about?
It's another environmental one.
Yeah. It's basically our personal feelings on the state of the natural world as we perceive it. We're basically nature-based, and destroying our planet makes no fucking sense, basically.
You're nature-based.
I am nature-based.
Daz is a pagan.
We're having a... Yeah.
And he's at one with the earth.
With nature.
With nature.
Thanks.
And he doesn't
the guitarist is a pagan.
And he doesn't like bad things to happen to the world, so he writes lyrics about it.
I understand, and completely. Now, I was having a discussion with somebody over lunch today about global warming, and global warming doesn't seem to affect me. It's hotter than hell in Texas all the time anyway. I can't perceive I can't tell the difference between a degree or two because it's always hot,
Yeah.
So there's a perception there that, for me anyway, that there is no such thing as global warming. But we talked about this, that doesn't mean that we aren't stewards of the resources in the earth that we call home. And that, I think, is where humanity as a whole is doing this planet such a great disservice. And,
I completely agree. Again, global warming. My personal thoughts are that everybody has thought of a way to tax everything, and the only thing they haven't been able to tax is air. And once they say there's too much CO2 in the air, they can create a tax.
It sure can.
And this is why I didn't write the song about that.
With me, the jury's open with global warming, but as far as the resources go, as far as plastics in the ocean and people just throwing their shit all over the place, it is a catastrophe.
And it really pisses me off. That's why we write the music.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I'm a big fan of the reduce, reuse, and recycle the triangle. You reduce what you use, you reuse what you can, and you put things back into. Like giving your clothes away to a like here in the States we have Goodwill, a company. Yeah, it's a company, but you give it to them and they get it on the shelves and bring it back to life, somewhere else with somebody else for a fraction of what it cost originally.
Yeah.
We have finite resources.
I basically work for their ambulance service, so we recycle clothes anyway. So that's part of my thing.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I just hate the idea of clothes going into
everything goes in
landfill.
landfill. This is the problem. Everything goes in landfill, and it will never get used again. I mean, yes, use, reuse
until
it's absolutely.
And there's another album. You've got another album coming up.
Man, guys, I will be glad to talk to you and inspire you anytime.
Anytime.
We need it.
Yeah.
Although no, we don't need it because we've literally just had a practice.
About 20 minutes ago.
20 minutes ago, we had a practice, and we've just come out with two absolutely killers. So they're a bit more doomy though. We went to a festival, not last week. Was it last weekend? Last weekend.
And Crowbar playing.
Crowbar, yeah.
Crowbar.
So and we
saw Crowbar.
It was a 2-day festival in Sheffield, just about 70 miles north of Nottingham.
Crowbar.
And Crowbar were awesome, but all the other support bands were absolutely very doom. It was a stoner and doom event. The stoner stuff, it was alright.
So we're taking influences from that, but we have the thrash influence as well.
And again, we're not.
So we're like a mixed bag of.
Yeah, we're not particularly bothered whether we played blackened or thrash, or metal or whatever.
Yeah.
But we are thinking about the next album we're going to do is going to be blacker, I think.
Yes.
Yeah, a bit darker.
If you want to know us when we do a second album, because it's going to be a lot darker.
Looking forward to it. We still got some of this album to go though. Let's go ahead and take a listen to Bitter Harvest, folks. This is 3 Years of Winter.
All I know is that witness of the response to it burn. We see moment red in the sun. We talk to the world without seeing us, but the nature is now on the earth. We smile destroying the forest. We see moment red in the sun. We talk to the world without seeing us, but the nature is now on the earth. Feelings that happen, they run through my brain. Fighting a feeling I cannot contain. I'm watching a man with witches in my eyes. That's weekend I've got it, it's nothing to die. Destroy the flame. We see while we're raping the sun. We talk in the world without seeing us, while the nature is now on the earth. We smile, destroy the flame. We see while we're raping the sun. We talk in the world without seeing us, while the nature is now on the earth.
All right, that was Bitter Harvest, 3 Years of Winter, from their new album, Corruption, Greed, Deceit. Did I get that right?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Hey, memory is improving every minute there. But it's been a lot of fun talking to you. What you guys said that you have day jobs. Might I ask what it is that you do to make a living?
Refrigeration and air conditioning.
Is that everybody?
No, that's me.
When it's really hot in Texas, you sort it out.
So I'm a fridge guy, and my son here is training with me.
And I basically work for the air ambulance. I'm not a pilot. I just drive for them.
We've had a particularly hot summer here in the UK. We've had, what's it been? 35?
Yeah,
what's 35 now? 35 double it up 30, isn't it? So it's 70, 100.
Yeah.
We've had 100 odd degrees F over here. And people are not prepared for it.
That's nothing for you, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't suppose that's anything for you guys, is it?
But it happens. That's the problem. But I think a lot of people, especially Texans, are used to it. It's the humidity that when you throw that along with 100 degrees, you put a 60% humidity on it, and it's just suffocating.
I was listening to your show the other day, and you were saying it was 98% humidity.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
How do you sweat in that? That is crazy.
You don't need to. The atmosphere just puts it on you.
I like it cold as well.
Yeah, and we like it cold. We like
too.
it wintry and we had the beast. No, what would we have? The beast from the east.
Yeah.
Last winter. Russian winter, and it was heading minus 15 at one point.
It was awesome.
And up in Scotland, it was minus 18.
The trouble is, when we do that, when you're trying to play bass or guitar or whatever, your fingers don't move. No.
Right.
It takes 15 hours for your fingers to warm up to play anything.
At those temperatures, I might actually put on some jeans.
Oh, right.
I wear shorts year round here. I mean, I've learned that 19F is where I actually have to start putting on layers. Other than that, it's t-shirts and shorts.
19.
Yes.
What 19C?
I don't know.
We need to come on to...
What's that?
We need to come
What's
to
that?
Texas.
17, 19, 20...
Is 19 for us, whatever that is to you. I didn't learn a conversion, and I did, but it's been a long time since I've been in school. A long time.
32, it's freezing. 30, over there.
Yes, it's
32.
freezing. It's below freezing.
So
Yeah.
19.
Christ.
Oh yeah, that's well minus 18, sort of 19 minus 18.
But Andy, apart from the temperature,
yeah,
we're still a metal band.
We are,
and
yeah.
we still wear shorts in. Well,
and when we
yeah.
go to our gigs, it's always really fucking hot.
Yeah, the spotlights.
So so we got the spotlights and all the crap. So we have to wear shorts anyway, no matter where we go.
Because we're trying to get a look. Not like a Steel Panther or anything like that. We're trying to shorts.
Yeah,
short sleeve t-shirt.
Yeah.
It's like an identity.
Exactly.
There's
It's
only
the identity of every metal band ever, isn't
but
it?
we did have a couple of gigs where we wore
wall paint.
Corpse paint.
Yeah.
corpse paint.
Corpse paint. Yeah,
which
we did the
actually went
corpse
down
paint.
really well. It was something to hide behind.
And I wore a really jazzy shirt and stuff.
Yes. Yeah. So we might start
if
wearing
anyone else
corpse
sees
paint.
Sam in his jazzy shirt, it'll be on Google somewhere.
It's been great talking to you guys, man. We're about to get into the final song on the album, and it's recorded live. Why did it appear only live and not a studio track?
Well, it is technically a studio track. It's just we all played it all at the same time without recording.
Yeah, that was Jethro again.
And again, it was a time issue. We had.
We did. The thing is, with Mine Wars, we knew Mine Wars back to front, inside out. We could play it. We play it live, and
again,
everybody loves it. So
we literally had one half of a Saturday to get this thing finished. So
and it's about
our
schizophrenia.
mate Jethro said, "I'll just come round to the room and I'll just record you all at the same time." So we did.
Okay.
So, so it's live recorded, but not necessarily in a venue.
Like I say, if you need to know about Mine Wars, it's about schizophrenia. I was working in a home for the schizophrenic, and I wrote this in my lunch hour. I just took everybody in, and I was like, wow, and I just wrote the lyrics about what was going off in the care home and stuff like that. So yeah.
Outstanding. Well, let's go ahead and take a listen to it, guys. This is Mind Wars off of the new 3 Years of Winter album, Corruption, Greed, and Deceit. Check it out.
I'm a woman myself. myself. I'm a war with myself. I'm a war with myself. I'm a war with myself. With myself, I'm a war with myself. I'm a war with myself. I'm a war with myself. I sit inside my darkened room, the voices cut to clear. Wait from every fucking corner, but I know nobody is true. Malevolent and all-consuming, it's terror from within. It creeps upon you, down and deadly, and the void will begin. Yeah, I'm a war in myself. I'm a war with myself. I'm a war with myself. I'm a war with myself.
All right, that was the final track on the brand new 3 Years of Winter album, Corruption, Greed, and Deceit. It was called Mind Wars. I'm on the telephone with the guys. Guys, what's next for 3 Years of Winter?
Future plans, more high-profile festivals, and another album.
We're writing at the minute. We were trying to write some more stuff. You've got all the lyrics written, haven't you?
We've got another 7 sets of lyrics prepared for second album, which is we have a tentative title album of Dark Matter, and a tentative title for the next album. It's called Dark Matter.
A working title.
Yeah.
Dark Matter.
Dark Matter.
It's very doomy, black.
Thrashy.
Yeah, all right.
It's gonna be the same as the first album but different.
There you go.
That's all I can say. That's all I can say, mate.
No, it's not going to be the same as the first album, because the first album was the first album.
Yeah.
We need, for fuck's sake, we need to. It's going to be dark and black
and very, very distorted.
Horrible. That's how it's going to be. So,
horrible.
Yeah, I mean,
it's going to be horrible.
It might take us another 5 years to get it sorted out, but we'll get it sorted as soon as we can.
And if you're there and you need to, if you need us there to
get us over to America, we'll play anywhere you want.
That would be a great idea. I'd love to pull that together, and trust me, I'm working on just that kind of thing with bands from Brazil and Peru and one from Spain as well right now, trying to make that happen. So if it can happen, I will certainly make it happen.
Yeah, I was listening to your show the other day, and in fact it was it yesterday, day before, and you had some abs. I guess it was Friday, and you were doing the vote off, which between the two bands. I couldn't decide between them. They were absolutely amazing, both of them.
We were listening to it when we were on, and we were laughing our heads off at the therapy, weren't we?
What?
The fuck that.
Oh right, yeah,
Yeah.
that was great.
Yeah.
That was, wasn't it?
Yeah. The meditation, even. Sorry.
We do that each and every day. It's called the New Music Melee. We pit two songs off of brand new albums against each other and just let them duke it out. And the punches landed are the votes from our listeners. So
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
have a lot of fun with it.
It's amazing, to be honest with you. It's absolutely amazing because there are no other bands, no other radio stations that promote new music. There's nothing in the UK.
No.
There's absolutely nothing in the UK at all.
This is
They play
new
the
to me as well,
same
so.
14 songs over and over and over again. And what we need is more radio stations that play new music.
Well, thank you very much. It is like I said, it's a passion of ours to do this, and it is something that is sorely lacking here in the States as well. And that's why we do what we do, is to get those bands like yourselves out there and get you some airplay and get you some recognition, because the bands of today that are playing in the small clubs are the bands of tomorrow, and they got to get there somehow, because the record companies sure aren't doing their part.
No, that's right. And I mean Nottingham is only a really small town. It's a really small town in the middle of absolutely nowhere. And the metal scene in Nottingham
It's
is
massive.
Absolutely massive.
It's massive.
We've literally got 3 clubs, 3 pubs.
Yeah.
We've got one big place, Rock City, that play a lot of metal stuff. A lot of big bands play in Rock City,
Machine
Nottingham.
Head will play there and everything.
But all this, there's a few small pubs and clubs around about. But the scene, I mean, so many bands. There's so many. And we've played with some immense bands, some absolutely fantastic.
Yeah. A lot of them are better than us.
Yes.
You're being too kind. You're too kind. But so about your local scene, what bands are among your favorites? Give us a couple of band names there that are really banging.
Right, there's a band that we associate with really closely called Pemphigoid, and you need to, if you don't like us, that's fine. Go on to Bandcamp and find Pemphigoid.
They've got an album called Where Compassion Comes to Die.
They are amazing. They are really good. And then there's Lichen.
Yeah.
Who else?
Forgotten Remains.
Yeah, they're good.
Yeah.
Hung Daddy.
Hung Daddy.
Yeah.
Hung Daddy. They're like a comedy band, aren't they?
Yeah, they're really good.
They just put a new video.
They're really.
Somebody did a
They're
sex
really
tape.
good live.
Yeah.
Really good live.
Yeah, really good.
I think that's the thing. A lot of bands have a decent recording, but if you try and produce it live,
Death Goldblum we played with.
Death
they're
Goldblum,
good.
yeah.
Raised by Owls.
Raised by Owls. I was going to come up with the other one as well. I forgot it already.
He's got it.
Archaic.
Gotcha.
Yes. Right.
There are so many Nottingham
There's
bands.
a hell of a lot of bands in Nottingham that need exposure.
Scriptures.
Oh yeah.
Scriptures. Come on. I don't know anymore. Used to be. Oh God! Come on. So it used to be Timbo. Oh, Murder Sleep. Murder Sleep. 60 Enemy.
Yeah.
There's another one. We played with so many awesome bands.
We can carry on, right?
To be honest with you, I'm not really bothered about being a band. It's just the fact that I get to see loads of awesome bands when I'm playing. They are great.
And the thing is,
They are
when you
really
listen
good.
to metal, you always have to drink as well.
Yes. Well, you know what? I just came up with an idea. How about we do this? You share that list with me, behind the scenes. Send me a message with that list of bands, and let's get together again sometime, and let's do a Nottingham show. A show that brings the world the bands of Nottingham.
Yeah, definitely. That would be fantastic.
Really?
Yeah.
I would love to do it. I'm all about it. So let's do that. What about upcoming shows? Do you have another show scheduled, or kind of dry spot right now?
We have got nothing booked at all.
Because
We've gone through our album, and then we've had.
We're in the process of booking a release show, a proper formal release show, but we're not really anyway yet. We've not really done anything about it yet, have we?
Yeah.
Well, we've got a potential place.
I don't know
Outstanding.
what we've done. We've not done anything.
Well, we're booking a show, aren't we?
Yes, we
We
are.
just got the work thing going off. But if this happens, we need to focus our attention on. We've got a second, like I said, we have material for a second album, so we need to be sorting the second
Yes,
album.
it's really
for God, they're on about doing a second album.
Yeah. It's
So
really,
the
it's
metal,
really
yeah,
weird.
the Nottingham metal scene is going to be thriving.
It is really weird because Pentagon had released an album on Bandcamp, exactly the same as we did. They did the same price structure, exactly the same as we did. They didn't get picked up by this Iron Blood. They didn't get picked up by you guys, and they're sort of all in the background. So it's really odd, isn't it? How some people get picked out of it and other people don't. So yeah, we could do with something that promotes metal bands throughout, really.
And if we can be
We'll
at the
definitely do an
forefront of
Nottingham
that,
show.
if we can be at the forefront of that, because obviously we're talking to you guys, and this is
Yeah.
for me this is the best thing I've ever done as a band before. I've never spoke to America before.
Yeah, we're
As a
all like,
band.
Hello, America.
That sounds really
listening
weird.
to America.
Hello, America.
That sounds really weird, but I've never done this before. I've been playing for 30 years.
Well, guys, thank you so much for joining us this on the show today. I really appreciate it, and we're going to get our heads together, and we're going to make sure that we bring attention to the Nottingham scene there, and we'll make sure everybody knows that you're responsible for it.
And next gig we play, I'm going to wear my Gas Monkey t-shirt.
Anything you want to tell everybody in closing?
Just please support.
Buy our
independent-
album.
No, support independent music and just
Yeah, just go.
Keep listening to
Just
whatever
keep
you want.
listening. Go to live gigs. Keep listening to live stuff. Live gigs are dying. Live venues round our way are dying a death.
And
because people watch shit like X Factor and all this crap. that's on.
and my parting shot would be have a black juice for dime bag.
He says drinking vodka.
I don't know. I don't want to drink a potato. Screw that.
Potato.
It's late here, dude.
Well, thank you so much for joining us, guys, and thank you for listening, everybody. This has been The Freak Show. They've been 3 years of winter, and it's been a pleasure bringing you their album, Corruption, Greed, Deceit. Stay tuned.
Thank you.
Thank
you
you.
very much. Thank you.
From the CR Tech Design Studios in Houston, Texas, The Edge Radio proudly presents Happy Hour with your host, The Freak Show.
All right. How'd you like that? 3 years of winter on the telephone. The ringy-ding thing all the way from Nottingham, UK. Had a great time talking to them, man. I can't wait to do it again. I wish I could wait to bring you your Royster Real Estate Traffic and Weather Report, but I got to do it. I'm behind on this one. It's currently 54 degrees and cloudy right here at the CR Tech Design Studios in Houston, Texas. Saw a high this morning at 7 a.m. of 57 degrees. Been teetering around in between 53 and 56 all day long. Currently a 50% chance of rain and a 13-mile-per-hour wind blowing that stuff offshore. Chances of rain are going to abate as we go through our evening. Down to 0 overnight with a low of 48 degrees. High tomorrow, 57. Return of those rain chances, but they're calling it a 20% chance now for rain on you Saturday. So it might be a little cool by some measures. I love it. I love this time of year, but it might be a little cool for you, but should be a nice weekend to get outside and do something in the out of doors here in Houston, Texas. Got a accident up on the North Sam Houston Tollway, westbound, just before the Tomball Parkway. 2 vehicles involved in this one. Luckily, they've both been able to steer it and clear it off onto the right shoulder to figure out things, find out who's to blame and all that stuff. Accidents clearing on the North Freeway, northbound before Parker, and another one clearing on the Katy Freeway, westbound before Silber. Traffic backed up in those areas, but you're returning to the gas pedal as those accidents are no longer in your way and clogging up your main lane drives. And that is your traffic and your weather, all brought to you by the Peter Royster and the Royster Real Estate Group. You know, whether you're selling your current home or looking for the next one, look no further than the Royster Real Estate Group. Make sure you mention the Edge Radio when you call them to get them working for you right now at 713-805-6247. Visit them online. Check out their entire listed inventory, as well as everything available on the market here in the Houston area at one convenient website. It's HoustonTXRealestate.com. And definitely thank you to the Royster Real Estate Group for their belief and sponsorship of Unreal Radio, the Unreal Radio you find right here on the Edge Radio. Now, brothers and sisters, during the interview with 3 Years of Winter, you heard them talk about a band out of Nottingham called Pemphigoid, P-M-P-H, I think it's cut off from my screen, I-G-O-I-D. And real quick, we're going to get you a track from them, and then we're going to get into our first case on the docket of the Court of Public Opinion, so stay tuned for that. But right now, it's the title track from Pemphigoid's album, Where Compassion Comes to Die. Check it out. Pemphigoid. Oh, wasn't expecting that. Oh, shit, we lost him. Well, that was Pemphigoid, the title track from their new album, Where Compassion Comes to Die. What'd you think about them, man? Turned on to us here at the Edge Radio from 3 years of winter. Thank you very much, Steve and the gang.